Hello everyone, my name is Jack Murphy, and when I was around 15, turning 16, kind of started to get interested in investing and building, saving for your future. So in the little more than 2 years since then, I've kind of built something for myself, a couple stock portfolios, some crypto, and I'm going to go over that today. The beginning is kind of when you want to make your mistakes, if you're going to make any mistakes at all, which most people will, and then you learn from them. So, in the beginning for me, like when I turned 16, I had some maybe not the best choices, but I'll go over that in this video. And yeah, we'll start off with my stocks and ETFs, which if you've been watching my channel, has been like my most recent and best type of investment. So the first portfolio we're going to go over is my stocks and ETFs portfolio. Now, I've been documenting this portfolio ever since I started it just over a year ago, and I have a bajillion videos about it on my channel, so go check those out after this. But as of now, I'm just going to go over all the positions I have right now and how much they're worth, and then we'll add it up all at the end. So let's get into that. First position is 3M. I got about 1.6 shares that are worth about $162. Next, I have Altria Group with about 3 shares worth about $132. I also have some Apple and about 1.45 shares, and this is worth about $232. Intel, I have about 4.68 shares, which is worth about $138. Johnson & Johnson, I have 0.7 shares, which is worth about $108. JP Morgan, I got about 1.13 shares, which is worth about $142. Lowe's, I have 0.45 shares, which is worth about $85. Main Street Capital, I have 2 shares, which is worth about $78. Pepsi is a relatively new position. Got about 0.3 shares, which is only worth about $52, but I will continue to dollar cost average into that. Procter & Gamble, I have about 0.8 shares, which is worth about $118. Realty Income, everyone's favorite monthly dividend payer. I got about 3.75 shares, which is worth about $228. Then I have Starbucks, one of my oldest positions. I have about 2.8 shares, which is worth about $277. Target, I have about 0.75 shares, which is worth about $117. Verizon, I have about 5.4 shares, which is worth about $205. Jeppy, I have 4 shares. This is worth about $213. And finally, something that's popping off right now, SCHD, the Charles Schwab Dividend ETF. I have 8 shares. This is worth about $566, and also the single largest holding in my stock portfolio. If you add up all the positions I just read off and count the cash I have in the account ready to buy more stocks, it equals $3,081. So I have about $3,081 worth of stock investments right now. Right now, all my stocks are in one portfolio, the Charles Schwab custodial account. Because I'm under 18, I can't technically own a brokerage account, but the custodial account, I could have a parent own it, and then the second I turn 18, I could transfer it into my name. So that is the benefit of using Charles Schwab and their custodial accounts. And then when I turn 18, I will open a Roth IRA on a different brokerage, so I'll have another stock account, and then I'll probably open a third stock account and maybe dabble with some growth stocks, because this account is mostly dividend stocks. The next asset class I'm going over is my crypto portfolio. Breaking down my crypto positions, the first one is Bitcoin. I have about 0.027 Bitcoin, which is a very small percentage, but that is because Bitcoin is worth so much. That is worth about $757.40. Like I said, I'm not contributing to it right now, but in the future, I could see myself dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin again. Next is Ethereum. I have about 0.4 Ethereum, and that is worth about $717.32. Like Bitcoin, I could see myself dollar cost averaging into Ethereum in the future, but for now, I'm not contributing to it. Next is Dogecoin. I have about 6,386 Dogecoin. This is worth about $475.50. Now, Dogecoin was like one of the first things I ever invested into, and I kind of got caught on to that whole meme coin thing. I'm obviously not currently contributing to Dogecoin, and I don't think I will ever buy any more. Maybe as a joke, I'll throw a couple bucks in the future, but for now, I'm just going to hold on to this position until the next crypto rally that may or may not happen. Cardano was also one of the first things I invested in right about the same time as Dogecoin. I have about 1,011 Cardano, and it's worth about $359 and change. I am not currently contributing to Cardano, and I don't see myself doing that in the future. Maybe like Dogecoin, I'll throw a couple bucks into it, but it's not a consistent investment. And lastly, I have Solana. I have about 1.3 shares or Solana coins, and that's worth about 27 bucks. So if you add up all my crypto assets, they added up to about $2,338. So if you add the $2,338 crypto portfolio to my $3,081 stock portfolio, you get about $5,419. So far my total investments add up to about $5,419. Overall, my crypto timing was really off. I just got caught up in the FOMO and got sucked into it, but I'm not currently contributing to crypto because I just don't have the money to do that and the stocks. But in the future, if I can and crypto is still pretty cheap, then I might consider dollar cost averaging it into it again, but only Bitcoin and Ethereum, because those are like the two main ones. And then at least Dogecoin and Cardano I'm probably going to stay away from, at least for the foreseeable future. Investing in crypto has taught me a lot of important lessons, and I'm going to say them now. You should not invest any money you are not prepared to just absolutely lose. If you can't say that is gone the second you buy the crypto, then you shouldn't be investing in it, because it is so risky. It is a gamble. You're just rolling the dice, and it is not a reliable investment like getting an ETF or buying Apple. When I turned 16 and I was investing, my mindset was kind of just wanting to make a lot of money quickly. I think a lot of at least younger people could probably agree that this was their mindset investing in crypto. If you did do that, that's definitely the wrong mindset, and it sets your expectations way too high, and it's probably going to make you trade emotionally or just make a big mistake and lose a lot of money. You should be investing to set yourself up in the future, and you should be prepared to be patient and maybe not see crazy returns for a long period of time. This brings me to my third asset class that I also started during this time period in my life, NFTs. Now, if you look at the earlier videos on my channel, it was a lot of the VV NFTs. Now, these I bought because they had cool IPs like Disney, Star Wars, whatever, but they probably weren't the best investment, obviously. I do think there's still maybe potential in the future, but I'm not going to contribute anymore until I see more promise of that happening. Adding up the approximate value of all my NFTs is about $495. So if you add the $495 worth of NFTs on top of my crypto and stock investments, my grand total amount of investments at 17 years old is $5,914, which I think is pretty good amount of money to have invested at 17 years old, but a considerable amount of it is not in the type of investments I'd maybe prefer to have them in. So that is everything I've invested at the age of 17 years old. Hopefully by the time I am making this video at 18 years old, that I could have a higher percentage in the stocks, and maybe a couple years after that we'll get some real estate going. Thank you for watching. Peace.